Hello everybody who have stayed with us from Union Gaming versus not Twin-Headed Dragon Man, the house is down, and just followed us until here. And of course, big warm welcome to those who just tuned in as well. This will be the last game of the evening, of the morning, however you want to call it, definitely morning for me and my co-caster. We are of course from HeflaTV, I am Coucher, and with me is Heflamog. Are you? Are you with me? I hope you are.
Yeah, no, I was just busy banning someone in the chat. Like, guys, please do not spam, do not advertise your own channels unless you're friends of HeflaTV, then you're allowed to do so. But I really hate it when people have to spam certain giveaway whatever stuff and they can't do it like in 1 or 3 messages. No, they have to spam 20 times a stupid freaking link. Either way, problem is gone forever. We are we
No
are
person, no problem. Eliminated.
unless he's creating some more accounts, he's gone for sure. But either way, we are here in game number 1, jDL3 season. No, wait, jDL3 season 3. No, that was okay. That was a stupid intro. Either way, game number 2 here, Flip.Sid versus Kiilstofte. Kiilstofte with a kind of weak performance in the last game. Draft-wise, I actually had a good feeling. But when it came to execution, roaming, and of course the farm on the 2 big cores, definitely the advantage on Flip.Sid. So let's see, draft number 2. I don't think Kiilstofte is necessarily really bad. I just think that, yeah, the laning stage, they never really recovered from that laning stage. It just went horribly in many aspects. Farming-wise, like the rotations just didn't work out and all that stuff. I don't know. Everything else was fine, like the individual player skill and stuff. It's not like we discovered crazy mistakes whatsoever, even though the Storm had like some ballsy moves where he paid in the end because he ended up, I don't know, with a lot of mana lost whatsoever. But there were also some nice, of course, let's say position fuck-ups that played into Flip.Sid cards, like those double and triple impales of the Nyx Assassin made so many things possible. And yep, the sustain, the more farm, in the end it was just a snowball you just couldn't stop. It became a huge avalanche. Either way, game number 2, the draft is on. We are even in the second ban stage. We have to look what we got. Raise the Skywrath Mage here for Flip.Sid, so relatively standard picks so far. On the other side, this time Kiilstofte is securing himself the Shadow Shaman. So there we have, of course, a potential roaming support. And the Mirana is also coming out, meaning, I don't know. At the moment, we don't know in what position that Mirana is going to play. Is it going to be some roamy support, some fishing Mirana? Does he get a better setup? I don't know, Bane, Shadow Demon. It would be a bit overkill. Then again, the Mirana could be in a farming position. We have to see about that. But let's see what they banned.
Yeah, Brewmaster and Doom in the first phase by Glimpse. Whereas, of course, Flip.Sid banning out the Lycan and the Faceless Void. I think Flip.Sid banned the exact same heroes in the first game, whereas Glimpse banned Doom plus, I can't even recall, probably was the Razor since we didn't see it in that game. But also taking out the Tide Hunter and a Tinker. So Tinker, kind of a respect ban for Flip.Sid. And whereas Shadow Demon and Ancient Apparition taken out by Flip.Sid themselves. But they do go for the Alchemist once again. But is it also going to be an offlane like in game number 1, or are they mixing it up?
I don't know. Could be either way. But what do you say about the Alchemist again? Second time we see him. I mean, he was master of suiciding.
Yeah, he definitely was. But actually, I think this time around his offlane would definitely be scarier. Because if he's facing a Shadow Shaman Mirana combination, it's just no escaping that almost. So I wouldn't mind actually seeing him even in a mid lane role or just a full-on support. Especially a Alchemist Skywrath Mage supporting duo. This concussive shot should allow enough time for an Alchemist to get close enough to throw out his decently timed unstable concoction.
Yep. Now on the other side we get a Batrider, which means we have a lasso initiation. I don't know. I mean, I like it. They go a bit more combat heavy, but then again they also had these opportunities in the last game, especially with the Storm and stuff, but they just didn't get it through. Batrider, well, the timing of the Blink Dagger is definitely going to be important, and I don't know, it also depends who he's going to get with the lasso. The Razor is always the problem that when you grab him, you're also slowed, so you need, for sure, a 4-staff to get out of there, so he might not be the target you want to go for. And the Alchemist, well, being tanky, you need a lot of burst damage against him. Now with the Dragon Knight, it's not a bit less tanky in comparison with the Dragon Blood. Also a target that's hard to kill. I don't know. I think Clemens needs now. They need damage. They need a lot of damage now.
Yeah, they certainly do. I mean, if they wouldn't have the battery already, something like a Timber Saw might be worth considering, possibly. But of course, then again, Skyroth Mage's silence kind of wrecks a Timber Saw, so might not be the most optimal pick after all when I think about it. But flip side for them, just for tanky purposes, I would love to see them just go for an offlane Centaur and actually having the Alchemist as a support, or actually maybe even a safe lane Centaur with Skyroth Mage, Alchemist Raise on an aggressive tri-lane or something, because it would be so hard to bring them down, although I still get a funny feeling that we will see the offlane Alchemist again.
Yep, absolutely. And this Naga pickup, now it actually gets interesting. Is that a Naga core, but that takes ages till she comes online. Until then, she's so vulnerable. Like, there's 2 stuns waiting, Razor some burst damage, Skyroth Mage some burst damage. I mean, we've seen already Nagas really coming through where the team created enough space that she comes online, and then she was doing so much split push work, but against this, to be honest, like, I mean, we have with the Dragon Knight already some nice push potential, and they can chip away towers, they can even group up as soon as they have the sustain required for it, and the Naga Siren, I don't think she's really fast enough unless they feed her with a lot of kills.
Yeah, and Razor is also good against Naga, in a sense that you can steal damage from the illusions for the static link, so actually it doesn't really have to rely on sticking to a target to do so. I mean, yes, you won't of course get the aspect that you steal damage from the enemy and his right click won't do anything, but with the 4 heroes that Glimpse has at the moment, none of them will be that scary as far as right clicks go up until like 30 plus minutes. So, something to also consider. And flip side, I can't say I think that their lineup is necessarily stronger than Glimpse's is, but based on their performance in game number 1, I just still fear for Glimpse. Can they create enough space for the Naga Siren? Because in game number 1, they definitely weren't able to do so.
That's exactly my fear here, because the Shadow Shaman, Mirana, Batrider, I don't know. I mean, if this is a support Alchemist, yes, they can of course make something happen on him. The Razor is kind of hard, especially when you try to hold him as casters, and the Dragon Knight is just also a target where you need a lot of commitment to get him down. The Skyroth Mage can interrupt a lot of those ganks with the slow and the silence. So there's a lot of potential, of course, on flip side to really make, I don't know, like put salt in Glimpse's wound, because the rotations and the roaming didn't work in the first game, and now I just feel bad about this game because I just don't see the potential coming, especially if that is also like some Marana that is farming. But so far I also have no idea how the laning is. Naga in the mid here against the Dragon Knight, then this is going to be even more dangerous, because that means Skyroth Mage Alchemist rotation can come in. That means slow into stun 1, into stun 2. Naga Siren won't survive that.
Oh yeah, and they even get a little bit extra to deal with the Naga Siren. Crypt Swarm, of course, helps out clear the illusion, especially early on. And having that silence as well to stop Naga from getting that song off defensively and escaping, maybe just clutch escapes. So flip side, they have a lot of push, they have teamfight, they have AoE. I mean, maybe they are lacking stuns a little bit, just having the Dragon Tail, which he needs Elder Dragon form to actually get in range usually. Alchemist, just Unstable Concoction, might or might not be enough. But Glimpse, their last pick about to come out, they have a solid minute to decide what it's gonna be. But overall, I do fear for them, because how do they hold on to towers with only 4 heroes while the Naga Siren is just on the opposite side of the map trying to get some farm going?
Yep, absolutely. And the last pick is due for Glimpse, and now I'm actually curious, like, is something more greedy coming? Because right now, like, the late game is definitely on flip side. There's no question about it. A Death Prophet, Exorcism ticking around, a Dragon Knight, super tanky, Alchemist support, going even for here and there a bit more damage. Eraser, of course, soaking himself full on X target, plus being maybe even the mech carrier. Skyroth Mage, okay, he's gonna be squishy at any point of the game, but I don't know, getting through this. Because, like, I'm just looking at the other side. Squishy Shaman, Squishy Mirana, especially if she gets stunned or silenced, and we have 2 silences and 2 stuns already on the other side. And then the Naga Siren, squishy as hell, of course, unless of course there's a song. Maybe the Dragon Knight is gonna be one of the first that is actually gonna rush a BKB, as well as the Razor. A center is the answer, and of course at least now we have some magical burst with the center, coming by the double edge of course. If it's enough, that's the question. A bit tankiness is coming into the game, but the problem is also a center is not invulnerable. He's just one tanky hero, and he's facing, yeah, a handful of tanky hero on the other side. So Klim's draft, it can work, but it needs nice execution, a nice laning, a Batrider that is like fast on the Blink Dagger farm, a Mirana who gets here and there maybe also some significant items to add some damage, and of course the Naga Siren. Everything is about the Naga Siren. She has to get fat, like really fat, and then we have to see who's stronger.
Yeah, it's Glimpse. They need those fast blink daggers on both the Batrider as well as the Centaur, and actually the combination between the two heroes is pretty potent because you can use the Stampede so that the Batrider can just completely drag somebody out of position so damn far with the hits at movement speed. So a lot of will come down to that, and yeah, I was wanting to ask you that, but with their movements we can already see that they are actually going for the aggressive tri-lane with Razor, Skyref Mage and the Alchemist. Just leaving the Death Prophet up against the Batrider, and I think actually Death Prophet is the most suited hero to deal with the Batrider. Maybe the Razor would have been just as good, but Death Prophet suits that role fine.
To be honest, like this center Warner, he's not gonna have a happy time in this lane. That is slow into stun all the time. There's the static link just soaking him dry. But let's see. There's some rotations coming. Maybe let's even try versus try. Yep, it seems to be.
Actually, Glimpse, if they can just maybe fish for an arrow, maybe set it up with just either a hoof stomp or shackles or something. It can.
Yeah, on the Skyref Mage
kills.
they can easy kill. Just the arrow would be required, or arrow on the Alchemist would pretty much do the same trick, because the Alchemist also just got 625 HP as a basic base HP pool. So it's definitely possible, but the Mirana of course needs to land that arrow, and they don't have any setup as such, just the Shadow Shaman. But if he goes in first, he will get the instantly. That's the problem. Like they have two options to interrupt or like to really counteract on the initiative of the Rasta. They can go either silence the Shackle or stun the Shackle, and therefore like the Shackle will definitely not be a setup. But either way, we make like. We skipped the introduction because we did it the first game already. Let's just go directly in. Oh, what? You want to do it?
No, they will know. What? Oh, but the haste run on bitrate, he gets there a little bit too late, still goes for the shackles. The arrow will not follow up.
What a long arrow.
Difference.
And it almost hit.
And that was so close. If Poke Bunny... Then again, if Poke Bunny had gone for the Ensnare on first level, that would have potentially messed up his entire mid laning, because mid lane Nagas just Riptide and Mirror Image maxing more or less.
Yep, the first stun actually came out here, and now the center Warner, I mean, now that he knows that the stun is down, he's, I don't know, just going here and there, but the harass is not really working their way. Also some harass coming out by...
Oh, another
actually
stun!
Rasta.
Oh, the shackles! They're still gonna get the stun, but Yara will follow up the tower. Oh, first blood! It went to the Alchemist and he got the suicide. Oh my... That guy. It's a different player, but the Alchemist is definitely liking that Flip.Sid is playing him. It's just
like
cooperating.
No, seriously, Flip.Sid, there must be some Japanese player in there. Like, the suicide is real. Like, this is absolutely real. This is suicide bombing 2014. This is crazy. Just we had 3 suicides last game, and now here this first blood. It's so unlucky.
There's another stun coming in as well. Can he actually land it? The Jukes, they aren't there. The static link activated by Jenkins. Will it be enough? One more right click. Yes, it will. Jenkins gets that kill on the Razor. And easy 2 for 1. And even that one was actually a suicide, so...
Yeah. Denied. Just, I don't know. I'm just not getting over this. It's just amazing. It's just too good to be true. Too lucky to be true as well, because, I mean... He didn't plan on this one. Like the other ones, they were actually planned. But this one was really just pure luck.
Oh yeah, and well, Glimpse, they have to just pull something out of the back. They are falling behind the level, especially the support. Shadow Shaman, he just has 91 points of experience. Well, still can get level 2 relatively fast, and with the other shock to provide additional burst. Maybe they can have enough, but mid lane, they're gonna go in on the Naga Siren, slow down from the concussive shot, but no Dragon Tail and no Breathe Fire either. Doesn't have enough mana for it yet.
That was a level too early. He should have waited for the level 4, or he should have built in that Dragon Tail. Then again, the first Dragon Tail is damage-wise relatively low, and sorry, my voice is... But either way, yeah, that on level 4 that would have been a kill probably.
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with you there, and of course, Great White Buffalo could have just maybe waited for that Bottle Crow once, or just get that extra one bottle sip that came out a little bit too late. And even though Glimpse, they knew that one support was not on this bottom lane, they haven't made their move yet, although having said that, Bitrate, he wants to go in, coming in from the side, can he get the shackles? Yes he can, but the follow up, they need the arrow, it's not gonna land, nice dodge, and Will Fate down, doesn't have booster speed to catch up either, so another fail attempt. This just not working at all in the slightest, and Skyriff Mage, looks like he's made a home, a nest in the mid lane now, he's like, yeah, Naga Siren needs to be shut down.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment she's going for the typical Riptide harass, but she also put 1 point in Snare, which is quite interesting. I guess that was planned to be a nice follow-up option so that the Mirana can land the arrow after a possible stun and or shackle. But of course, the problem is the Mirana, and everybody had to rotate here bottom. They're seen there, like under those wards here all the time, and double slow. Look at this.
The stun is with double stun. Oh my god, Plasma Field!
Oh god. Double
plays.
slow, double stun. Poor guy.
They're just completely dominating and crushing this. I mean, if I was Glimpse, I would be just
Glimpsing out.
kind of shaking in the corner of the room or something.
Yep, there's also the other downside, like the Batrider at the moment, not finding too much farm. Finished the Tranquil Boots, got 10 and 1 in comparison with the Death Prophet, who has 24 and 8. So also Lutz here on the Batrider, not making any progress. In the mid, the Naga is just mediocre farm. It's okay though. I mean, he's doing quite well on the Naga because the Death Knight, I say, Dragon Knight doesn't have not much more, just some CS more. But then again, they have also rune control, and I don't know. So this is 2 out of 3 lanes pretty much lost. That makes it, of course, harder because those 2 lanes were those lanes who are supposed to create space for the Naga in the mid.
Yeah, I guess space created since he does have the most farm, at least on his team.
You mean the others are busy feeding, so he has
Yeah.
space. Okay, that is one theory.
I didn't say it was perfect, but oh, they get the slow onto poke bunny. Can they get the additional stuns? No, not even gonna try. But just
saying
letting the
hello,
Dragon Knight
driving
farm
now.
up a bit.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, as long as the Naga is not coming in and illusions are cleared up by Brief Fire, it's all good. What else do they want? It's just good.
Oh, Bitrate, he's gonna get stunned up. Actually, never mind. Ace Spray goes to the wrong side and he stuns himself instead. They still might get the kill. They do have the concussive shot if they want to use it, and they do use it as well. And Death Prophet is made the rotation. Static Link activated. As is the extra Bitrate gonna go for the TP out. It's not there in time. Jenkins gets the last strike going.
And perfect rotation here, directly from 1 kill into the tower. Creep wave really fast cleared out, and oh, what is that Alchemist? That's a bit ballsy because yeah, he's seen by that range creep, but in the end
he knows he can always just commit suicide.
yeah, he has the red button, the suicide button inbound. But either way, this is the first tower, 6 minutes in. This is a perfect rotation by the Death Prophet. Like, he was just coming there in case there's more action, so just popping the Exorcism and going for it. And now, oh god, the center, he has to be so careful. He needs level 6 to make something happening. That's also the problem. He needs a Stampede to get close to something.
Yeah, man. Doesn't have it, Mirana. Jenkins backs off. Still got 42 points of damage. And now Milan, they get the slows. The stuns are following up. Silence is there, of course. No Song of the Siren coming out. And oh, we was just about to pop it. But the creep, they tank out the arrow as well. Bitrate gonna take a fall. They lose 2. And with the Elder Dragon form, they can apply a lot of pressure on the tower. And this game seems to be heading the same direction as game number 1.
It's spiraling really fast out of control. Again, we have now that Naga died in the mid, we can pretty much announce that 3 out of 3 lanes are lost. The Naga, who had like quite okayish farm, lost his farm now, sitting there, Brown Boots, Bottle, Calling Plight with the 2 branches and a TP and 1000 gold on top of it. And except for levels, she really didn't achieve anything. And now with all this, I don't know what's coming out. There is Arcane Boots, so more sustain. Now, Razor is going to be the mech carrier. He has Buckler and Headrest ready. And I don't know, what do they want to go for? Mid tower is down, top tower it is. Yep, top tower it is. Unfortunately, they have no sustain, as in there's no urn. This urn would have been really worth it on one of the heroes here, the Alchemist, instead of the Medallion. Actually, I felt an urn would have really made a difference in this game. You see how, for example, Balkan Bears today, or even yesterday, or in Gigabyte Challenge, they utilized the urn, where even 3 heroes had one. Which is, okay, kind of overkill, but either way, at least one urn for the sustain, then a mech on top of it, that would have done the trick. 1-2 arcane boots, and you can pretty much keep steamrolling all the way.
Yeah, I definitely love urn on a team. I think every team should go for one. It's like having mech and urn, like you said, just gives you
Because
so
you
much
can
sustain.
earn real money.
Real money. Oh man. But Great White Buffalo, he actually went for a Blink Dagger. It is still on cooldown since he wanted to join the fight a little bit faster, but in this tower defense glimpse, they might lose some easy heroes if Dragon Knight just gets the jump on them.
Yep. No, definitely. I mean, I don't see this stopping, because now they can use Exorcism pretty much on cooldown with the sustain they got. Unfortunately, the mech is not ready. Actually, the mech is now money-wise ready. The 900 gold, he just bought it. But yeah, they needed the mech to actually keep going here. The next creep wave is coming. The
Blink!
Exorcism is
Dragon
ending,
Tail onto Lutz! Oh, but Plasma Field, it doesn't connect, and White Buffalo just tanks up an unnecessary amount of tower damage.
Yep, but he doesn't really care. His Dragon Knight ultimate, how long is it still up? Oh, it's still there. Oh, easy. He can go chip away some more of that tower. If they wanted to, they can still wait and get that tower down. There's the blink coming. No, actually, those blinks are from the enemy. But the problem is, like, you see, like, Klims is again pinned down. We have a Rasta just sitting behind the tower. We have a Mirana just sitting behind the tower. The center is just very limited in farm. He just got some free farm against the tower. Now he's trying something, but it's not really working out. The only good thing is they get some farm on
a level 2 Mirana got to deny. What are you doing, guys? Flip.Side, get your act together.
Maybe they just not care. They don't. Yeah, maybe they just don't care. But
Skydive got his urn now, so they were listening to you.
Ready to earn real money. But I mean, the Naga is getting farmed. That's like the upside. But then again, Flip.Side is getting so much gold just from getting those towers. I mean, this is 3 tier 1 towers within 4 minutes, plus a tier 2 on top of it, like as the cherry on the cake.
Yeah, it looks like Roche is next
and
on
Roshan,
the menu.
yeah.
They have the medallion to help out as well there. Mech is completed, so...
Oh, but the DK actually found the Naga. Maybe they want to bait out the song. The song, like, baiting the song would have been really important for this fight. Because now if the Naga's going in or is suspecting something, maybe with the song they could snatch the Aegis or do something similar. Finish up Roshan, steal Roshan, anything like that. But to be honest, I don't think Klims even knows that this is happening. Or maybe they know and they just say like, hey guys, we can't contest anyway.
Yeah, I mean, 10 minutes in, they are behind 6,000 gold. XP, actually funny enough, is in the favor of Klims at the moment, 500. But Flip.Side, they have been 5-manning quite a lot going for towers. Still, I mean, even though they are slightly behind in XP, they will definitely make up for it as they just start going for kills soon. But Batrider has his Blink Dagger now, so that is one positive. Actually, Centaur has it as well, so double Blink Daggers might be game-changing.
Yep, I don't know, like, what do you think is the next step now with Aegis and everything, with the sustain they have? Mech is done, Arcane's done, we have the Blink Dagger initiation. Like, we pretty much have everything, so they can keep going. Like, the level 6 are there on everything. Do you think they're gonna fall back and get the level 11 on the crucial ultimates like the Exorcism?
I think it will take too long for them. I mean, they're like 3 levels off or something. So just go for towers. Hope for Glimpse to actually come and feed you.
I mean, look at the XP. The XP is not so crazy different. That's less than 500 difference. But when it comes to gold, there you can see the towers, of course. They hurt really. They really hurt, those towers. All those towers plus a Roshan.
Yeah, well, the Firefly is already down, trying to counter push, but Shredder activates his Exorcism. Elder Dragon form is there as well from Great White Buffalo, and even though they are level 1 ultimates, it's just plenty of damage to take down the tier 1.
Yeah,
or tier 2 rather.
Everybody could, that's the problem. Oh, they want to open here on the Mirana. There is a second stun and the silence. She's so dead. She's so dead, as well as the tower. That's the good part, like as long as there's any creep, they don't have any problems with the backdoor protection. The siege creep is just disabling it, and the Alchemist can tank the tower, the Dragon Knight can tank the tower, and even to a limited extent we have the Death Prophet who can tank a tower, because the Exorcism, when it comes back, it just heals her full again. So unless there's initiation on her, it's all good. So they have 3 heroes that can just, you know, withstand the pressure of a tower, and that's easy going. Naga still desperately trying her Sacred Relic rush. I mean, it's obvious that it's a Sacred Relic rush, and I say rush with a very ironic voice. 3,500, it's gonna come up pretty much soon, but the problem is, until she finishes the Radiance, is there actually any base left?
I think they can definitely defend high ground with the blinks they have, and yes, you don't really want to fight 4 versus 5, but you just saw Elder Dragon form ending. You know that Exorcism is on cooldown, and although they have Aegis, I still don't understand why they just don't try to blink in on the Batrider, have the Stampede, pull somebody off, and just at least get 1 kill, if not more. And well, looks, now he blinks in, but he gets slowed down immediately. The silence is there as well. Will there be any follow-up arrow? Gets dodged completely as Angra. Well, he just hasn't been doing anything on the support Mirana this game.
Nope. But they are actually, yep, they're falling back. I didn't expect that, because there's... that's the funny part.
Fake back. Waiting on high ground.
The funny part about this is them that, like, everything they do it with full mana, full HP. They really have no resistance, just here and there, some tower, of course. But yeah, nothing has been used yet, and also, I don't know. But yeah, they just fall back, and I guess maybe they catch the opportunity, or take the opportunity just to catch up with some, I don't know, some objectives that are still on the map, of course, like the Ancients they are just doing right now, the Alchemist, and...
Great White Buffalo, he's gonna get caught. Are we gonna see the first lasso? Yes, we are. But where's the follow-up damage? Arrow. Was this the first arrow connected? But yeah, he's gonna go down in just 4 men. Ganking him, and Poke Bunny, he's only a recipe away from the Radiance now, and needs another 800 gold or so. So actually it's gonna be like a 16-minute Radiance, unless she dies now in the next minute.
I mean, it's kind of okay-ish. I've seen worse, but I don't know. Also, this DK fight, I don't know. It really felt like a boss fight. It took them a lasso, an arrow, and a double edge, and almost with that stun. And when he started moving, maybe even a hoof stomp was required. I mean, that's quite a lot for a hero of 14 minutes, and that is just a DK who went for a Blink Dagger. Just the level advantage gave them already something, but they're not going for the level 11. Oh my god, Naga, wrong position.
This is gonna be huge if they get Ancient Seal. It's only level 1 though, and they don't have the slows for the Mystic Flare. They oh, never mind. Stampede gets him out of trouble anyway.
Nice timing of the Stampede too. So getting her directly out in the second. Really, in the second she was about to get the most of the damage of the Mystical Flare, and with that tower top actually getting killed, it's really nice for the Naga, because she needs that gold.
Stun onto Bitrate. Will the arrow land? Nope, dodged. And there's the unstable concoction actually. The target just dies before it lands.
Yep, so that is the Rasta down. That's, I mean, with Massive Awards, for example, used passively, they can really, I really think they can really hold the high ground for a bit longer. But then again, we have, of course, the Corrosive Breath, and that is the downside. The Corrosive Breath is, regardless of anything, just chipping away the tower, as well as the Exorcism. This is damage you just can't stop. It's just happening.
Yeah, actually, oh, Lutz, he wanted to go in, but got silenced immediately. The arrow once again whiffing, and with the Batrider down, no buyback. They can definitely just feel a little bit safer pressuring high ground. And there's 10 Bloodstone charges already on Shredder as well, so...
Yep, I don't know, like, it's...
Game is hard.
This is just nuts. This is really just nuts. Now defensive wards actually coming out, and oh, they go on the Razor here. This is an easy kill. Nice lining up, and the Alchemist is actually gonna stun himself, and I think this is now the retreat. So with those Master wards standing there, they definitely don't want to go there. So, no, Klimps just bought themselves, yeah, with a nice disable there on the Razor, some more time. But the question is for how long? I don't think for too long. Like, the heroes are now 10.5 for most of them, at least, like the cores are. So all they need is like get that level 11, and then with a stronger ultimate they come back. The Dragon Knight, yeah, he's now level 10 with the next creep stack, and for the Death Prophet, it's pretty much like, I don't know, 2 creep waves or some camps here in the jungle. Let's see, he's even trying to stack, but the Alchemist is saying, you shall not stack.
Of course, Alchemist is always greedy, although he actually doesn't have a single point into Creeble Skid. He's level 8 though after all. And before the next fight, I actually do hope Shredder finishes his level 11. He is so damn close to it. Level 2 Exorcism, with that, I think they can actually go for the Rax. But There is a smoke and they might catch 2 heroes of course. Oh, beautiful Hoofstomp. Will the Lasso follow up? He's holding on to it. Finally goes for it onto Jenkins. They will get 2 easy kills, or will they? Nice unstable concoction onto 2. But nope, the heroes go down regardless. And Glimpse, they're showing some signs of life.
Yeah, this is definitely a life sign. But Dragonite, Haze Drone, bad news.
He's going balls deep at the moment. He doesn't care at all for anything. And Phaeton, now the arrow connects onto Great White Buffalo. Not a long duration one though. Radiance Burn still active from Pokepiny.
I mean, they have still the song if they want to. The song would be still there, and no, Naga. That's a bit ballsy.
And another Blink Stun. The silence is there. Exorcism used. Will another stun follow? Unstable Concoction does help out a little bit. This Exorcism.
Yep,
and she gets the kill.
play.
And oh, Bitrate Mystic Flare.
Oh, he gets out of there. That was so damn close. But yeah, to be honest, this was some 3-2-2 move by the Naga. Like, I mean, yes, you had just a decent fight. Everything is okay. But the problem is, like, there were still 3 people alive and the others, they were just about to spawn. Why would you go directly in front of a tier 1 tower when you know there are 2 stunners with, say it, 2 stunners with a blink dagger, plus someone behind who can silence you? This is the perfect chain up. They didn't even need the stun of the Alchemist. All they needed was Dragon Tail and the silence. Naga has no stats item whatsoever. 980 HP pool. That's pretty much everything.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake by her. One mistake that I don't think she could afford, but now they're going in. The Stampede comes out, the Blink is there. Hoofstomp actually connects on Jenkins. Jenkins gonna go down again, or is he? Unstable Concoction lands on Phaeton, but they can't fight. They don't have their big ultimates, no Elder Dragon form. And now they get the Lasso onto box as well. Skyrock Mage, he's gonna go down. Flame Break helps out a little bit. Pokepiny uses the song to just catch up. And
They're nicely lined up. Look at this.
oh, this is gonna be huge. Or is it Great White Buffalo? Finally joins the fight. Gonna go for Shadow Shaman, gets the kill as well. And now the stun onto Lutz and himself at the same
He
time.
tried to suicide there again.
And well, Great White Buffalo gets netted up, but oh, Phaeton drops low, never mind. Pokepiny gets the kill with the Riptide. So, Flip.Side, they didn't get the tier 3, still standing.
This is a full team wipe. So, some 3-2 for sure coming in. Oh, oh, that plasma field, that was really, really close. And now Razor's saying like, oh, look, there's an illusion. Let's get some damage there. This is also something I think they should remove. This is, but you were talking about earlier this day, or even today in game 1 or so. I don't know, I can't remember. But you talked about a nerf that Razor needs. And I think the nerf would be the static link, just like hacks, for example, instantly destroying illusions. Which is good because we don't have too many illusion destroyers anyway in the Dota meta at the moment. And the Razor just soaking up full damage from a damn illusion. That is sick in my opinion. That is just sick. Whenever there's illusion hero, Razor always has like goddamn full, like fully buffed damage, and that's just sick.
Yeah, especially if you think about it, that when he has his power threads, not on agility, he's hitting for only 75 damage. That is horrible, considering you're supposed to be the carry. But suddenly when the illusion comes, you have like 224 extra damage or something crazy like that. So yeah, that is one change that they could implement, and it might... I mean, it's not like there are illusions in every single game or anything, but it's just a little extra that in games like this make that hero semi-broken.
Yep, definitely. And I don't know, they get another Roshan, of course, this helps them. We have to have a look at the crafts anyway. When it comes to experience, just like the other game, not much difference. 500 gold, 500 experience. When it comes to gold, I mean, they had already a 10k advantage, but now, actually, it's going down because Glimpse here and there with that full team wipe they had on Flip.Side's side, it's getting quite decent. Also, Naga now, like, split pushing the hell out of all of it. And with the BOTs, she's fast back. And with the song, they can stall enough time. But in the mid, of course, they have to prepare already. Yeah, a sentry is already down. And what I don't like about the Naga is that she does not really try to dodge the creep waves. Like, oh my god.
The stun onto Phaeton, look at him melt. He does have buyback though, he needs to use it now. Lutz, he wants to go in, but he gets silent, he gets bursted down immediately. Newsham though in the Mass Serpent was dropping low, as is Jenkins, but Jenkins, he has the Aegis this time around, he doesn't care, but Eye of the Storm will wear off when he dies. Or actually, never mind, it doesn't. What? Man, I guess it's one of those ultimates.
It's still up.
And now
that means they farm away the wards. No tower there. It's a 5-on-4, and look at the sustain they have. Look at the sustain with all these earn charges. earn real HP. And yeah, these racks slowly but steadily applying corrosive breath to both targets. And the Naga. Naga has to already go back.
Oh, a beautiful hook stomp onto 2 though. Will it be enough? Nope. The stun comes out onto Bitrate. Pokemon just barely gets out of there. And Jenkins, well, he was stunned, but mech pop. This will be wrecked. Range go down, melee. Shortly to follow. Oh, but the lasso finally comes with Jenkins. He's pretty damn tanky still. Double H comes out with the hook stomp. Nope, the silence onto fade down. They get that kill anyway in the end. But, I mean, losing a Razor for Rex, it's a trade you'll take.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, they get 2 kills here, but for the price of what? 2 racks and buybacks, and I don't know. It looked quite good when they were fighting in the open, but with the sustain they have on Flip.Side, the slow siege, the siege over time, applying debuffs like Exorcism, Corrosive Breath, all that shizzle. It's just too much at the moment, and Naga really can't do anything. And I'm coming back to what I just said. I don't like the fact that Naga is not trying to creep skip, like just, you know, getting her illusions around the creep wave.
Oh, Alchemist? He's just way too tanky. Fate down jumped in, but Alchemist just Chemical Rage. Yeah, guys, you were trying to do something. Oh, nice force step by Lutz though, and they use Stampede to get out. But they can't even kill a support Alchemist, and man, this just shows how this game is actually going.
Instant smoke up, but yeah, the Naga might be the target. She has level 2 Song of the Siren ready, but of course if she's stunned, nope. Oh, nice reaction this time. And she's just TPing out. But the others are going in. She interrupts. Oh my god.
What? That's uncoordinated, but they get the Mass Serpent for the trap onto Jenkins. Angra though goes down together with Mirana. And well, War Trap, it gets destroyed. And now Lutz silenced up. Exorcism helps out dish damage, and well, Unstable Concussion onto 2.
That was a bad call.
The Blink stun. They get Poke Bunny as well.
Yeah, they make it a full team wipe, and this is pretty much game. Like, there's a buyback now on the Naga. They're trying really hard, but I don't know. Naga was there early. I don't know. The others weren't even full mana, full HP, and they make that call that they go for something because they thought they have a nice setup here. But the center stun, it was all cool, but I don't know. No, this just didn't work out. This was a bad call to not just TP out.
Yeah, it was really weird, and not only that, since the Naga Siren actually had the TP on cooldown, he started using it, but then cancelled it because somebody was like, yeah, go fuck them up. So he couldn't even try to TP out after they saw that the fight is going horrible for them. So it was like a double loss already before the fight actually even properly broke out. And with this Shredder, he's gonna have his Necro level 3, so once they have Elder Dragon form and the Exorcism once again, I think they're gonna go just grab themselves another set of racks.
Yeah, why not? I don't think they can stop it. That's the biggest problem. Like with the Exorcism, Corrosive Breath, now Necro on top of it, then there's also, you must not forget, you can't even go close to your tower because there will be even Corrosive, the acid spray. Yet, hell, it's too late or too early. I don't know. It depends because it's already the next day. It's early morning here. But either way, yeah, acid spray. But no,
the lasso does come out with the Stampede. Just look at Jenkins. He's so far from his team. He's gonna go down, or is it the Shackles help out? The mech just keeping him alive for the time because Mystic Flare comes out onto Bitrate, but still doesn't even die from that fate. And he's tanking up in the front like Skyrock Mage. He's down to half HP now. There's the Mjolnir. Boosted, Great White Buffalo comes in, the illusions come out but immediately go down, 4 heroes down, none of them have buybacks, but Great White Buffalo with the Mass Serpent Wards and the arrow, they do get the kill as Shredder. He is alive, together with Newsham.
The problem about Clems is that they're just too greedy. They make a good initiation but a bad call afterwards. Like after this Razor kill, they could have gone back, especially after they saw that the Exorcism was coming out. Now instead they just all died because there was barely any creep wave there, and the Exorcism just shredded them down, as well as of course the decay just turning around. So in the end, of course, it's a 4 for 3 trade, but the problem is 2 of them here still alive, and those 2 can push pretty much forever.
They are pushed back at the moment though, and of course once the Exorcism is down, their push just diminishes heavily. Lutz try to go in, just maybe catching some stragglers. But still, Glimpse, even though they hold for the time being, it does feel like they're delaying the inevitable because Naga Siren, yes, his farm rate increases quite a lot with the Radiance, but he hasn't been doing what Nagas usually do, which just split pushing lane, creep cutting and so on. So
Because she can't. That's the problem. She just can't. There's no time. There's too much pressure off Flip.Sid at the moment. As I said, she also doesn't creep skip. She doesn't go around with illusions, for example, and just takes the creep wave away so that Flip.Sid is facing backdoor protection or something like that. She just doesn't do those things, and therefore for Flip.Sid it's really like, I mean, at the moment Flip.Sid is not making any crazy plays, as in like crazy strategy when it comes to map control. It's just mere the fact they go for frontal attack, just, you know, blow the horn, call the cavalry, and they just go directly in the base and then slowly but steadily get the base down. That's all they do. So, but there's not any nifty plays whatsoever coming out from neither team, and I think that Naga could really prevent doing like, or, I don't know.
meaning blink Angra. Sorry, but
yeah, that is too fast to cast. At least you spotted out. Well.
I just heard the blink and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I heard the blink and then the death animation already popped in.
Oh wow. Well, Jenkins actually finally going for the BKB on the Razor. He has died too much maybe, but oh, they use the Peter, wanna go for the kill. The mech comes up, but it won't help him for too long. Or will it? No, Radiance Burn gonna be enough. But bottom lane is gonna get pushed in now. Shredder. They don't really need the Razor anyway, they have the Exorcism as it is. It's level 3 now finally as well. He has 17 Bloodstone charges, man. Tanky son of a gun, and even if he dies, instant respawn more or less. But, I mean, the Song doesn't help. The Spirits still do damage, but they will get the stun onto Shredder. He's too tanky though. Elder Dragon Form activated, Lutz goes down immediately almost. Angra gonna go down to the Mjolnir procs more or less. Phaeton slowed down and...
Oh, Mjolnir is just playing the Imperator, and yeah, Shadow Shaman just following up. He's going down. Master of Revolts getting farmed. There's still a bit duration of the Exorcism left. It's fading now, but who needs all that? Blink and oh my god, Mystic Flare directly, and there Poke Bunny is down. Last tracks just as we speak, and as the GG call is coming out. That's a 2-0 for Flip.Sid. They're just better. Like, in short, that's the short version of my analysis. They're just much better. Like, the draft is decent on both sides, but the execution, the roaming, especially the laning phase, I have to say a lot comes really from the laning phase, because like those fights and those plays that Klims made, there were nice thoughts behind it, you know. The problem is if you fight against a team that is like on some heroes just like 3-4 levels ahead, and I don't even want to start about net worth, then it's really hard to get all that done. But when it comes to drafts and stuff, like Klims is not a bad team as such, but Flip.Sid is just, yeah, a level higher for sure.
Indeed they are, and well, this will conclude our casts for the night, or the morning even for now. So guys, thank you so much for just sticking with us and supporting not only us but also join Dota League and those American teams that you have been seeing. Flip.Sid and Glimpse and previously, the House is Down and Union Gaming of course. So if you liked what we did, please be sure to follow us on this channel as well as HeflaTV 2, the English channels for us. And also check out our social media, which is HeflaTV on both Facebook and Twitter, to just know when we're going live, with what games and what channels. And if you want to just give some incentive for us to bring even more Dota to you with a better quality, improve our hardware and whatnot, you can either subscribe, get some cool subscriber emotes from doing that, or just donate if you're just extremely, I don't know, generous. But yeah, this is gonna be it for us for the day. Has been a really long, tiring day. Just to do the votes now and go to sleep hopefully, and of course thanks to HeflaMog for just helping me survive the night.
Yeah, a lot of coffee was actually I'm not even drinking coffee, but wow, I really hope our American casters are coming back soon from vacation, because casting for, I don't know, more than 20 hours a day for a long time is not healthy. But for you guys, we do everything for the viewers, and you can hate us for it.
Oh, that would be sick. Like, oh, you want to do something worse? I hate you, man. I hate you. But yeah, guys, just some songs to finish up the stream. I can even fill song requests if you really want. I'll stick around for a little while, but this is definitely gonna be it. So
good night, guys, or good morning, good afternoon, whatever. You can vote for some songs. See you soon.